Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this week's video. My name is Erica Reed and I am a licensed therapist with a private practice in Prince George's County, Maryland. And I like to come on and share videos with you just to provide you with some useful tips, some tools, some strategies so that you can start and end each day feeling confident, successful, and energized. And earlier this week on Monday, actually, I shared with some of my Facebook peeps that I had the worst start to a Monday morning. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but it didn't start out too well. And I shared with them the story. So, just in case you didn't see it, let me tell you what happened. It was a Monday morning, getting everything together to get out the house and get my son to school on time. And we walk out the house. I immediately see that his bike is not where it's supposed to be. It had been a nice day the day before, so he had been out riding with some friends. I say, "Hey, where's your bike?" He says, "Over there." And he points to around another part of the house. I said, "Over where?" He says, "Over there." So we walk over there. I said, "Over there where?" And then it clicked for me. I said, "You left your bike by the curb?" He's like, "Yes." I said, "You left your bike by the curb on trash day, and your bike is not there anymore." It finally clicked for him that his bike was gone. Yes, the trash people took his bike. They saw it at the curb with the other trash, with the trash cans, and assumed that it was supposed to be for the trash. Needless to say, I was not happy. Then you can imagine why. So I had a whole lot of feelings going on. I was very frustrated. I was annoyed. I just could not believe that he had not put his bike away and it was now gone. Drove him to school, and thank goodness Bowie's on spring break this week, so I was able to come home and not have to stand in front of a bunch of students trying to pull it together to present some information to them. So I came home and I took a moment, and that's really a key part of what I want to talk to you about right now. It's taking a moment. I was able to find a way to take that moment that was needed so the rest of my day was not ruined, gone down the tubes, stressed out, not able to get what needed to be done accomplished. So I want to share with you 3 steps to really being able to push that reset button, to be able to push past any challenges that may be going on in your life right now in this moment and pushing past it so you can still get what you need to have happening. Number one is taking that moment by breathing. I sat down and I took some cleansing breaths, breathing slowly in through your nose and out through your mouth, just for a couple of minutes. But what that does is it increases the oxygen flow throughout your body, it lowers your heart rate, it lowers your blood pressure, increases the airflow through your vessels, so it really allows you to calm down and think more clearly. Now, for me, I also take that time of breathing to say some prayers. You may want to meditate a little bit. You may even find some music helpful for you as you're taking this moment of breathing. Now, that moment allowed me to easily flow into step number 2, which is to reflect. Now that I've calmed down and I'm not all up in my feelings about it, I'm able to think very clearly about it. I realized it wasn't so much that the bike was gone. It's almost as if the movie reel was playing through my head of all these different things all at the same time. In my head, I'm seeing kids coming to the door asking him to play outside, and him like, "Oh no, I don't have a bike." I'm thinking, "Oh, that bike wasn't that old. I just bought that bike. That's money gone." I'm thinking about the fact, "Oh, that's money gone." I'm thinking about all these things, and it's rolling through my head as a movie reel, and that is what was causing those feelings. In my number 2, in my reflection, I'm able to take a moment and step away from that, be able to view it very differently, and be able to not allow that to define that moment for me. Number 3 then moves into reset. I've thought about it, I've reflected on it, I'm now calmer, so now I can refocus and figure out how to create the rest of my day, how to take my emotions and my feelings from out of that stressful moment and shift it into something that's going to be more productive for me. So I'm calm, I'm thinking, I'm realizing, okay, so what do I need to focus on? What's my priority? My top priority is always going to be my family, my kids. So I started actually thinking about him and how he must be feeling right now. Because I was so up in my feelings that I didn't really think too much about how he may be receiving this. I thought about him sitting in school all day being upset. Number one, that mommy's probably upset with him. Number two, he no longer has a bike. I actually decided to go up to the school. I wrote him a quick little note, had them call him down to the office, gave him the note that just said, "I love you." I gave him a hug, and I told him we would figure it out when he got home. Don't worry about it. Mommy still loves you. It'll be okay. Having him walk away back to class with that smile on his face made everything else okay. Now, mind you, when I got in the car, I was thinking, okay, what kind of teachable moment lesson can we figure out in here? Because Mama not paying for the whole thing. He's going to have to find the lesson in this mistake that he's made. But that's something else that I could do. You know, it's all about compartmentalizing, taking an issue, and when you're able to deal with it, when you're able to look at it, looking at it. But when you need to focus on something else, you put that issue in the box, you put it to the side, and then you shift your focus to what you need to do. Because at that moment, after leaving school, I had to go to my office. I had clients that I was working with, and I needed to be present for them. I needed to work with them in their moment and not stay in my moment. So, resetting allows me to shift my focus to what needs my attention at that moment, what the current priority is. At first, it was my son, and then it became managing my emotions and my thoughts so I could be present for my clients. And then, of course, when I got home, it shifted back to mommy mode, and we worked through how to deal with that bike lesson. So I wanted to just share that with you because if you're having a challenge, it doesn't matter what it is. For me, I'm sharing an example of the bike being trashed, but it could be anything. If you did not get that job promotion that you were expecting, obviously you're going to feel some kind of way about it. But taking a moment, taking some deep breaths so that you can think clearly about it, resetting with your focus on, okay, you know what, I wanted to get this promotion because it would do these things for me. Now let me figure out another way to get my needs met. Because the last thing you want to do is show up at work now hostile in your feelings and then projecting a certain, you know, thing out into the environment so that then you're not going to have a positive work environment. You may need to move someplace else if that's what you feel like your next step is. Or it may be, let me figure out what I need to do in my current work environment to get what I want, to be ready for that next promotion. Always figuring out a way to reset so that ultimately you get what you want. And that's what this is all about. Taking a moment and breathing, reflecting, and then resetting. So I thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.